Hey everybody, Logan here. Today, well, I'm finishing up the trilogy of OPS. Yes, PowerA has released a new set of controllers called the OPS, the Overpowered series. We have the V1 and the V3, both for PC and cloud gaming. Like I said, I've covered both of them. I covered this one first, the V1, and then the V3. And now we're going to compare them and, well, see what the real differences are, see which one's worth buying for you. Here we go, we got the V1 and the V3. If you guys want to see the full videos covering in-depth functionality, gameplay, testing, all that other good stuff of both of these controllers, I'll link both of those in the description below. You can check out each one. If you see this one and say, okay, I want to know a little more about the V3 or the V1. So as you can see right away, RGB lighting on the V3, none on the V1. Now, if you look at the V1, it's a simple all black color scheme. The V3 has the lights, and if you look a little closer, rubberized grips, no rubberized grips. Here you have mechanical buttons, membrane buttons. Here, adjustable sticks. You guys can see that one? See how it adjusts, make them taller or shorter. And on the V1, you don't. If you look at the back of each controller, they are very similar in terms of extra button placement as well as trigger locks. Now on the top, you have the claw buttons here. Here, you don't have claw buttons. So depending on what you're looking for, they each have a good bit of similar features, but they have enough features that differentiate themselves from the other. Bet you're asking, hey, but what about pricing? Yes, I covered those in the previous videos, but we'll go over that again. $49.99, $99.99. Now, they both have built-in batteries. They both have Bluetooth 2.4 and wired connectivity, depending on how you want to do it. This one comes with a charging dock. This one does not. As you can see, there's nothing on the back. Here, we have the induction charger. So here you also have on the bottom the multi-functionality, USB, Bluetooth, and RF. You also have profile and syncing, depending on what you're going to be using it for. Depending on the device, like I said, it works with PC and cloud, both of them, which means, well, PC, Windows 10, Windows 11, and Android devices, not iOS. I know a lot of people are like, oh, but what about the iPhone? Nobody games on the iPhone unless you're playing Candy Crush. I'm really sorry. I don't think I've met a single person that says, yes, I need a controller for my iPhone. Most people I know who game have Samsungs or the Pixel. I'm sorry, it is what it is. If you do game on your iPhone, tell me, what do you play? Is it the Xbox app? Because that's really the only thing I know that people play. Is Call of Duty on there? I don't know. I'm not an Apple guy. Let me know in the comments below, but stay civil. So another thing you're going to see, there's nothing down here. There's absolutely nothing down here, and that's going to be your switch in the back. Now, I do like the fact that both of them have Hall effect triggers and Hall effect sticks, but trigger locks are a big thing to me as well. Hall effect, standard. Hall effect, mechanical. Now, when it comes to the triggers here compared to here, you're going to get a slight bit better material as well for these, at least in my opinion. It feels a bit more, I guess you could say premium. But again, the claw buttons, and then when you go all the way down to the lowest trigger locks, they do become mechanical. Here they become full. So, but you still have a Hall effect sensors in all of them. Back here, you do not. These are still standard buttons, just like back here. Now, the weight in this one is substantially heavier than this one. This one still has a good bit of weight, but this one is much heavier. And a lot of people go, oh, but how does it feel in the hand? I do like this one, just the feel One, because of the weight. Two, because of the rubberized grips. They do feel nicer. Now, some people are asking me, I've seen this question, how do the sticks stack up against, say, the GameSir G7 series, whether it's the SE or the HE? Are the sticks a bit tighter? Yes. They're not as loose for these sticks compared to those. Now, one thing you're going to notice on these, the standard heights are slightly higher. So that's just going to be the standard one, but like I said, you can always adjust them depending on how you want. So there we go. Let's go down a little bit more. You can see they're slightly bit higher. Again, this has RGB lighting. If you're not connected to your PC, this is the only way to do it because it's PCs in the other room, so I don't have the connectivity here. So it's just going to light up here once I turn it to RF mode because it's searching for the wireless receiver. So you can change all the colors using the app. Now, both of them, you can use the PowerA app to configure your buttons on the back, but you still have programmable buttons on the back as well. So if you want to do that, they both share that same feature. So in the end, after all this, just a quick going over each of the differences. Again, if you want to get into the nitty-gritty, you can watch the other videos. But there is a lot of differences for the price. So mechanical buttons are a big thing. Adjustable sticks, RGB lighting, claw buttons, and rubberized grips. All added features that are not in the OPS V1. So you will be spending twice the price. Now some people are saying, oh, it's not worth it, it doesn't have gyro. I'm sorry, again, people might want to rip my head off, but I don't know a single person that uses gyro unless you're playing Switch games. But hey, no, they do not offer them. It's not in these controllers. It's not. The reason I'm going to say is they probably didn't put it in because it's not a highly requested feature. Out of all the comments, I've seen maybe 4 or 5, but that's a 4 or 5 more than I expected. No, there is no gyro because, again, it's not something highly asked for. Maybe in the future, if those of you who do like gyro, make it, you know, make your voices heard. Make PowerA notice you guys. Maybe they'll add them in. But as of right now, there's no gyroscope because, well, I don't know anybody that uses them. If you do, hey, raise your hand in the comments below. Let PowerA know. And maybe in the V2 and V4. I don't know. That's another thing I was wondering. We got V1 and V3. I almost think that's almost future-proofing it because the newer version, if they come out with one down the line, if these are successful or whatnot, you're going to have V2 and then a V4. I think that's what they did, why they went V1 and V3. But there you go. I've rambled on long enough about the differences. If you have any questions, let me know. Again, you can download the app and then program and play with the controllers however you want, mess with all the features. It's a good time to set up your controller. I've tried both of them on the app and they work just fine. So I do have that functionality. Now, if you're looking for using these on Xbox, no, you can't. People have asked me, but do they work on Xbox? No, these specifically in the video, I show on the box that it's for PC and cloud gaming. The exception is if you're playing Xbox on PC. Download the Xbox app on your PC and then, well, technically, I guess you could say, but if you're looking at it to work with the console itself, no, it does not work with the console. PowerA does have a plethora, if you will, of controllers that do work on the Xbox. So I would suggest take a look at their website. You're definitely going to find yourself something that you might find, like the Moga XP Ultra. It's a fantastic controller. I reviewed that one. That one works with PC and Xbox and is wireless as well. So I think that's about it. That pretty much covers everything that I can think of. Again, if you have any more questions about the two of these fantastic controllers and two of my favorite for the PC as of this point, and hey, if you want me to compare them to any other controllers, I've had people ask me about the Vader 4 Pro, and nobody asked me about the Apex yet, but I'm going to say I do like these better. One, I like the price, and they're much easier to get your hands on. You don't have to worry about importing them or buying them from Amazon and maybe or maybe not getting them on time. A lot of these you can just get straight from PowerA or at certain retailers, which you can check on their website as well to find your local retailer that does carry them. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. Thank you, PowerA, once again for sending me both of these awesome controllers, allowing me to test them out and give you my opinion. And again, people, if you have any more questions, I'll be glad to answer everything that I possibly can. But again, thank you. God bless you all. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.